Hey, you're listening to MBR 105, one-stop channel for all your... Fuck it. Hey, I'm Eric D'Amato. I can't make that opening work. I'm sorry.
He was trying. I saw the gears turning and they just stopped.
Anyway, we're in a radio station today. We're not in my apartment for once. We're actually in a proper radio station. And because we're watching a special movie.
Are we now?
We've watched a lot of zombie movies. There's just a lot of zombie movies.
Yeah.
And the only ways to really make a zombie movie interesting, I'm realizing, are either to have the zombies just be an allegory for something. That's your George Romero approach.
Yeah.
To have the zombies just be strange.
Yeah.
In some way. Or make the movie a straight up comedy. Shaun of the Dead, Return of the Living Dead, Bud the Chud.
Yeah.
Or just take a specific place and have the zombies there.
I'm always a big fan of location zombie stuff.
I've seen some really good ones. Stalled is a fucking
I finally watched that and I fucking
Stalled is a masterpiece. In case you're wondering, guys stuck in an office bathroom stall. And zombies. It is a great movie.
No, great. I finally watched it. Good time.
It's on Tubi. Watch it. It's fantastic.
I recommend.
But while watching these and just cruising through Tubi, I found another one. And it looked interesting. It's called Dead Air in 2009. 5.1 out of 10 on IMDb. Logan Bernhardt is the ego king of the airways, but his unflappable persona is put to the test when a terrorist bioattack unleashes a plague of flesh-ripping maniacs on Los Angeles.
Oh, shit.
Now, the thing that got me really, really interested in watching this one was the actor playing Logan.
Yeah.
Is the legendary Bill Moseley.
Yeah.
Now, we've seen Bill Moseley on this channel before. He was in Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2.
Yep.
As Chophead. He was someone in Army of Darkness.
Yeah.
Interestingly, he's in the Night of the Living Dead remake.
Is he?
He's the brother.
Oh, shit. Which
is interesting because the female lead in this movie is played by Patricia Tallman, who played Barbara in the remake. So that's cool.
Yeah.
That they're back together again in a zombie film. Larry Drake, he's in this.
Ooh.
Dr. Giggles, Robert G. Durant. Though a lot of you may know Bill Moseley from a very specific movie, or rather, series of movies. He is Otis in the House of a Thousand Corpses films. House of a Thousand Corpses, Devil's Rejects, and the I'm Very Sorry, completely unnecessary Devil's Third.
Yeah,
Three from Hell.
No, I agree. I didn't like that one at all.
It's... Yeah, I did. We'll get to it eventually.
Yeah.
It had its moments, and I'm glad we got one last chance for Sid Haig to play Captain Spaulding before he passed away. But But anyway, Dead Air.
I'm excited. I've wanted to watch this one. So
now I will say something. I have kind of misled you.
Okay.
It's not exactly zombies in a radio station. It's a radio station getting calls from other places in the city where the zombie apocalypse is happening.
Oh.
Which I'd argue is more interesting.
Yeah, this sounds really cool then.
Like, zombies do show up eventually, but I would argue, before we get into this, that it would be more effective if we never see a zombie until right at the end. But that's just me. That's my weird wasted cinema degree love of experimental shit.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll see when I finally watch this one.
But
I'm excited.
Dead Air.
Let's do it.
Oh, and here's some of the title.
How are you feeling tonight, the old man?
Oh, I am ready to divide and conquer.
I am your host, Logan Bernhardt.
The reason you stay awake at night, the personality you can't resist,
the shrink you can't afford.
Welcome to Heartburn. Tonight's subject is paranoia.
You know, I wonder what this city would be like
if it didn't have me to talk sense into it.
Insanity.
Okay, I see the lines are lit up. America, why are you so paranoid?
At 11:05 p.m. in the east and 8:05 on the west coast, a series of explosions occurred at a number of sporting events and public gatherings.
Something is wrong. Something is seriously wrong. This is not a normal riot. It is not.
Release of a foreign substance or toxin.
These things. What do you mean things?
I'm staying on the air until they get this under control.
The victims affected could be in the tens of thousands.
Jesus Christ, what's happening?
Showtime.
By tomorrow, millions of people are going to be infected with this thing.
It is their eyes. They are like bleeding out of their eyes.
Gil, can you hear me? Are you all right? Can you hear me?
Oh, shit!
Mommy?
Well, what do you think of Dead Air?
Really good. I had a good time with it. Well, good time. It was a good movie.
It was a good movie.
Yeah.
We start with Bill Moseley driving to work,
Yeah. Basketball game's happening.
and he's having there's a big basketball game, and some terrorists let off an explosion which releases a chemical
Yeah. And
into vents.
one dude fumbles,
Yep, and gets
releases it early,
yep.
so they all kind of catch it, as we learn later. Bill Moseley's talking to his second wife, I guess.
Well, he's talking to his second wife, and then he's talking to his his current wife.
Yeah,
Doesn't
current
have two
wife.
wives.
Yeah.
And then he's talking to his I don't know, the person who runs the network or something. He's
Yeah.
talking to somebody about his show.
Mm-hmm.
Then he arrives at work. His ex-wife is the producer on that show, and they start the show. They're talking. It's a call-in show
Yeah.
about paranoia.
It's like one of your hokey little radio shows that they hold at
Got
midnight.
little sound effects.
Yeah. But it's a good time. I like the cast. They
Yeah.
vibe together pretty well. I think it's fun.
Everyone's great. Everyone
Yeah.
works together. There's the sound guy. We meet the security guy at the front desk.
Yeah, he's you know, you
He's
can
cool.
tell he kind of vibes with them, you know.
He's cool.
cracking
He's
jokes.
big.
He's very big. You've seen one security guard in a fucking horror movie in quotations. You've probably seen them all. You know, the funny, jokey ones that tell you, I'll get you one day or whatever as they read the newspaper.
If they're big enough and it's a zombie movie, they're going to be a problem zombie
Yeah.
or the hero.
Or the hero. It's
Either
always
one.
fun.
So they start the show. A woman calls in about cat food.
Yeah,
And
she's
it's like-
paranoid about cat food?
Well, because it makes sense. Like they have chicken and fish flavored cat food
'Cause they
because
can
those
kill
are
them.
things that cats presumably could kill in the
Yeah.
wild. But beef? Well, what cat's going to take down a fucking cow?
And his partner Gil is constantly like laughing at these things, but very quietly.
He plays the ignorant sidekick.
The little jokey guy.
But it's just an act.
Yeah, he's actually a pretty cool guy. And he's got sometimes he plays the little effects that he's got.
Yeah.
He's really good with the effects noises himself.
Well, that's a guy with he has the
Bert.
gong. The
Yeah,
rest
the
is handled by the
gong.
guy in the booth.
Yeah, Bert
Bert.
the sound guy.
Next caller is Vernon.
Yeah, it is Vernon. Yeah.
We never see him, but he is voiced by the legendary Larry Drake.
Oh, that was Larry Drake.
That was
I thought-
Larry
yeah.
Drake. That is Robert G. Durant, Dr.
Mhm.
Giggles, the man himself.
Yeah, very plays very good paranoid guy. His things are tapping the phone.
He's the usual phone tapping.
Yeah, government's tapping my phones. There's someone watching me all the time. Government's after him for reason.
Oh, the thing that Bernhardt's paranoid about is the Taj Mahal.
Yeah, because
Or he says it.
yeah, it's
'Cause
it's
you've never
very
seen it from the
obviously a
back.
joke, yeah, you never see it from the back. It could be a casino or a psyop or some shit. One dude that calls in is paranoid of aliens.
Yep.
Because
Usual stuff.
well, they don't just happen in America; they happen everywhere. So there's got to, it's got to happen. Like they got to be real.
Yeah.
Crop circles are messages. They got probes, all that good stuff, and they're just ripping on the.
Do aliens have rectums?
Do aliens have rectums?
Why do we always end up talking about alien porn?
It happens.
Then, of course, it's a call-in show. You get a racist.
Yeah, because he said he's paranoid of Muslims.
Yep.
And as it's just it.
This is 2009. Nothing has changed.
Yeah, I remember at some point, like when the Muslim part kicked in, where he started ranting, being about paranoid, and I just looked at you and I was like, "Oh my god, it's a podcast!
Yep.
It's just a current day racist podcast. Let's go."
Well, racist. The podcast.
That guy was
Yeah.
the racist podcast guy, because obviously these guys, they rip on him all the time.
Yeah.
Call them idiots and other words.
Yep.
That we definitely got away
We don't
with.
say on this channel.
Yeah, we definitely got away with saying in 2000.
Oh yeah.
And we don't say it now.
No.
That threw me for culture shock when we were watching this. I was like, oh yeah, we sure did, huh?
Family Guy words.
Mm-hmm.
Family Guy words.
Very Family Guy words. But, things are going usual. Things are going great.
Mhm.
Until one dude...
So we got some other. We got this, and we got a Nazi. We got an angry Nazi about the last
Yeah,
call.
because you had a pissed off religious man that was mad about the previous call, and then you had the pissed off Nazi about the words that he made about the previous call.
Yeah. Because he said something about how hate is asinine.
Yeah. His character is very, like, maybe not always the best guy, but he's not, like, rude. He's not, like, mean.
No.
He's just the guy.
His current wife calls at some point. His ex-wife elects not to tell him.
Because he's on a roll, because he got the funny racist guy.
But it's still when he finds out, he does get angry about this, which is understandable, because if your wife calls to speak to you and your ex-wife decides not to tell you that,
yeah, at least not right away.
the fact that it's your ex doing it does affect stuff.
Because the sound guy picks up and he says, "Oh well, he's on air. I'll call you back later. We're on a break." And then she goes, "Oh, don't tell him yet because we're on a roll.
Yeah,
we got the good callers tonight." Which is weird because they get 1 million apparently every night.
They get 1 million listeners.
Yeah,
not necessarily.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant.
Callers.
Like their viewership or their listening ship, whatever you want to call it, it's still good. So I don't know what the fuck she's on about.
Well, I mean, there's listening to this guy's funny, then
I guess yeah.
Oh, he's being given the great material.
Yeah, I guess so. By the way, yeah, doesn't tell him right away.
No. Then we get a call about the zombies. Now they're not really zombies; they're infected because they're not actually dead.
Yeah,
that's a whole other.
Even though like seemingly dead ones still get back up from.
Yeah, they're.
I don't know. It's weird. We learn by the end they're all gonna die anyway. So
7 hours.
Yeah, 7 hours. But we get the first call from the stadium, and this dude's telling him like, "Oh, dude, like things are whack." And Gil makes a joke like, "Buddy, we win a championship." And
did we win any games this season? No, I know as Montrealers.
I was saying 2009 or in this.
Well, I don't know. They're talking.
I don't know.
About,
they're playing a basketball game.
Yeah, but they said one of the guys said, "Did we win any games this season?" No, I don't think so.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
But though I mean, as Montrealers, we're quite used to. Oh, there's a hockey game. Violence ensues.
Which, like, again, if they did win the championship, then like obviously there's going to be.
Or if they lost the championship.
Or if they lost the championship.
Or if they tied.
Yeah.
Frankly, there was a fight in a hockey game broke out.
Yeah. Like,
is the joke for a reason. So.
So they just assume it's like angry rioters, you know, basketball or sports game happening, and this dude is like trying to tell him like, no, dude, like we're fucking.
I've seen riots. This isn't.
Yeah, like these people are fucking crazy, and then they cut the call because he said the F word.
We see on the news someone who they thought was dead gets back up.
Mm-hmm.
They're talking. There's violence in the streets. No, they're not eating each other. It's not that kind of thing. But
No.
Killing. It's a rage.
I mean, the guy equates it to, like, dogs having rabies.
Yeah.
Right? Like, we get the rabies, like, you just get bit and that's it. We're also combating a wasp.
Yeah, we have one of the spindly fuckers in the studio right now.
I don't know where he went.
I don't like that.
Neither do I.
I don't like when I don't know where they went.
I'm putting this book on top of my head.
Okay. I'm just gonna...
I'm protecting at least one part of my body. Because I'm allergic to them. Not, like, deathly.
Oh,
but,
shit.
like, if I get bit by them, like, the bites are a little bit bigger than usual.
Do you have an EpiPen or something?
Oh, you know, it's not allergic. Like, I don't die. It's just, like, you know how, like, mosquito bites, you know, it's a little this big? I get, like, this big.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. But yeah, don't worry, I'm not deathly allergic. It's just the skin swelling.
Well, I mean, if you're deathly allergic and you don't have an EpiPen at that point,
slap me like what do you want me to tell you? So yeah, the TV finally comes on. They take a break and they see a news reporter talk about a policeman just getting fucking railed on, and then they hit her, and then they grab her and start killing her, and then they go, "Oh shit, this is real." So obviously, Logan's like, "Fuck, someone! I gotta go see my wife because Gabby's
and my kid.
alone.
Like it's bad."
And yeah, she even tells him like, "Oh yeah, she called before."
Did you bring your bike? You're not getting on my bike. Yeah, but I have to get there. You'll fucking die before you leave the parking garage.
Yeah.
I'll go.
Yeah, Gil is like, listen, I'll take my bike. It's the classic, listen, I'm the best runner. You know, like, obviously I can make it. So he's like, no, I'm the only one who knows how to drive a bike. Oh, also, Bert gets cut. Because he goes downstairs to check on things.
Yeah, he gets scratched by... Well, because the security guard comes up in the elevator.
Oh, yeah, because the security guard fucking goes outside to check the commotion.
Yeah, and then he gets bit.
So he becomes a zombie.
Also, at one point, Gil goes downstairs to lock the
yeah, because he goes to see Ted, and Ted's not there. He's dead on the ground.
Gets the keys, locks the door.
Gets the keys, locks the door.
The security guard comes. They
push him back down the elevator.
They bonk him on the head, push him back in the elevator. They get the mop. So what the fuck are you gonna do with the mop? If it's a mop, you're gonna kill him with a mop?
Yeah. Breaks it.
The elevator opens. Worryingly, the security guard's not there anymore.
Which, like, he didn't go down that many. Like, only a couple of floors. So the fact that came back up and there's nothing in there, oh
no.
Like, very good joke when they're barricading the doors.
Yeah, and Patricia Tallman puts a plant. What's that gonna do?
Fuck off. Like, I love it because, like, the movie is still trying to be very funny when it wants to be.
Yes.
Like, they're still cracking jokes here and there until the movie gets serious.
Well, because these are
the
funny,
radio hosts.
They're funny people.
Yeah. Like, of course, like...
This isn't a horror comedy by any means.
No. But, like, of course, Logan's gonna crack a joke about her putting a fucking plot on... a plot on a fucking...
A potted plant.
On a desk that's already blocking something. It's not gonna do anything. I was really hoping the plant was gonna come into play later. Like, bashes it over someone's head or something.
True.
Sadly, it never does.
That never does. So, Gil gets on the bike, rides off.
Bert goes with him
to
be able to lock up after, but oh no, he's zombie now, or infected.
Kills him with the mop.
Yeah. Well, he stabs him.
Stabs him with the mop.
And he thinks he killed him, and then he gets back up, and he goes, uh-oh.
So he gets on the bike, he rides. His leathers and his helmet protect him from the brunt of it.
Yeah.
He doesn't get bitten or scratched. Because it scratches too. Scratches are also bad.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
So he drives off. He gets fucking cornered.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a really cool scene where there's a bus.
Yeah.
Just
filled with them. There's still some like regular people on there too, like not infected.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Shockingly, the bus driver who's still driving for some reason.
I don't know either.
I'm sorry, I know SDM drivers. They're like, oh, no, fuck these, and then they just leave the bus and get off and just fuck off. In this case.
Yeah, and it's not like he's unaware. He's constantly looking at them, still driving. But of course, the bus stops.
Now, if this was like a jaded ass old bus, like the one from a Goofy movie, like fair enough, I'd buy it.
Yeah. No, it's like a regular transfer bus.
But like an LA bus driver who's like 84 and seen some shit and no longer gives a shit. that would work.
Yeah. Nah, he manages to scoot by.
Yeah. Then he gets cornered. By massive hordes of them.
I think he says at some point it's like 500. He thinks are chasing him. Because when he's going through the streets, he assumes it's going to be packed because people are trying to escape or... the roads are blocked or whatever, but there's, like, no one. He's like, I don't know if they're all dead or infected or hiding, but there's no one here.
No one here.
It's unsettling in a big city like that.
Oh, it's, like, one of my favorite post-apocalyptic movies of all time uses, I think it's San Francisco in that one, not L.A., but the city is completely fucking empty as its main establishing shot to set the mood.
So good.
The Omega Man.
Yeah.
Fucking beautiful movie. Love that film.
I applaud any directors and like of cinematography or photography or whatever that managed to be able to find
fucking 28 Days Later.
Yeah, but
like that is the
how they did it was fucking incredible.
28 Days Later is a masterpiece. 28
that
Weeks
movie.
Later, distinctly less so.
Yeah, I would say it's fun to like point at and giggle.
I don't know, the fact that these two kids caused the entire apocalypse to start up again because they can't follow basic instructions.
I forgot about that part.
And they get Hawkeye killed.
Yeah, they do. Fuck. Yeah, Days is a good one. Days is a very good movie.
28 Days Later is probably the best quote-unquote zombie film of the early 2000s.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely my favorite.
With Train to Busan being the best one of the 2010s.
Oh yeah. 100%.
Train to Busan.
Yeah.
We'll get back to Dead or After. Train to Busan was so good that it changed my mind on fast zombies. Like, actually dead zombies.
Yeah,
Not like 28 Days Later or those where they're
yeah.
infected. But I still prefer slow zombies. But I won't immediately write off a movie because it has fast zombies because of
Train to Busan, like, I think the actors, too, who play the zombies do such a good job of making it believable.
It's because I still don't take back, I do think the 2004 Dawn of the Dead's a piece of shit, and I do think the World War Z movie's a piece of shit.
It's okay, I think the book's shit.
The book for World War Z?
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
Unless I'm thinking of another book that I read.
This is a bunch of individual accounts of the zombie apocalypse.
Then I'm thinking of another book.
Okay.
Thank God. Because then I haven't seen I've only seen the movie.
Because that's why, like, when World War Z came out, it was just this one guy's story. Everyone was like, excuse me?
Because fucking zombie book that I read that I thought
World War Z is a bunch of, like, it's the person, presumably Max Brooks, interviewing various survivors after the zombie war has already been won.
And that's what we got?
Yeah, that's when we got just another zombie movie.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I haven't been that pissed off by an adaptation of a zombie novel since I Am Legend.
I gotta read that one day.
You do. You want to borrow it?
No, I'm still going to fucking...
Right. Yeah, like, so that's a hefty fucking book.
It's fucking long.
That's a hefty book. You can fit I Am Legend in that book.
I'm sure, yeah. No.
Like you see in movies, like the person has that Bible and they carve it out. It's like they keep like drug money in there.
That one,
you could carve out a hole in Murtagh and fit I Am Legend in there.
Oh yeah, no, it's fucking massive.
Fit a book in another book.
I was not ready for almost.
It's Christopher Paolini. You should have been. They're all that.
But
so
good times over.
We see Gabby.
Yeah,
and she first terrorist shows. There's the other terrorist who was with him.
One was already turning.
And he was the one who was already very far gone. They kill him immediately.
Yeah.
This one, he's infected, but they only have one vial of anti-serum.
Well, technically they're both infected.
They're both infected, but there's only one thing of anti-serum.
Yeah, because the other guy dropped his.
Yeah.
Or some shit.
So obviously and this guy's the one who let the thing off early and fucked them all over. So obviously he's not giving him his.
Oh yeah, that was him.
Yeah, this is your fault.
Yeah.
So he suggests you kill him. He take the honorable way out and kill himself.
Well, you said choose how you go out.
Choose.
But I taught you honor.
The taught you honor was in specifically because he pulled the gun on him.
But he still taught him honor. You'd think at that point he would probably just himself, but nope. We'll see him. We'll see him much later.
Yeah. But we see him now.
Well, no, but I mean like the other guy. Like we'll see him
right.
later. But yeah, then the main guy makes his way to the elevator.
Just gonna try to grab his name.
Khalil? No, that was the other guy. That was the brother.
Because Patricia Tallman's Lucy, Bill Moseley's Logan, Abir.
Yeah, I'd say
David Nagabin. Nagabon.
There's a really good scene that I guess you kind of learned from before with the security guard getting off of the elevator.
Oh, he was in Aladdin.
Like the
shit one.
Damn.
As the Sultan.
That's why I recognize.
Oh, he plays Ra's al Ghul a lot. He's in
voice-wise.
Yeah. He's in Batman: The Doom That Came to Gotham, which came out recently. He's in the worst Batman game. He's in Gotham Knights.
Wait, that's the voice for Ra's in that?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Well, it's Gotham Knights, so they probably do the bad Batman movie and pronounce it Raz.
No.
No?
Ra's.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's Sulla and the Collector in Castlevania.
Oh, nice. Shit. Good for him. That's dope.
Because he's good. He's really good.
Yeah, I mean, he's good in this movie, too. Like, he's a pissed off guy pretty well. Yeah, they were calling the elevator up, and I don't remember why. But it was for some reason. And she notices that when the elevator comes up, it stops on floor 10. She's like, uh-oh. That's not good. She hides, the elevator door's open, it looks empty, so she gets in to go down, and sure enough, he's there with the gun. Comes in. Normal terror.
Bill Moseley's like, his usual, the fuck is this?
Because he goes on break. And he's like, you need to go on air and tell everyone to leave their house, because there's a nuclear bomb.
No!
No? They're safer inside. I didn't fucking ask. If you don't do it, I shoot your partner. And you. Okay. And
then, so he says it, and he's like, oh, Abir's like, oh, yeah, he shoots the on-air side. You think I'm stupid?
Yeah, speaking of, good call, by the way.
Saying the thing, but not turning on the...
Yeah, like, good call on Logan's part, but also good call on the character writing for the villain not to fall for it.
True.
Because that would have pissed me off a little bit. The dude who was smart enough to unleash nuclear hell on people wouldn't notice the on-air sign being off. Then he tells them to blame Muslims.
So he gives the speech.
And when he says, when you blame them, I want to hear the hatred.
To hear the hate in your voice.
Hatred. And he does. Bill Moseley pops off for a very uncomfortable scene, I'm sure, for a lot of people, including him.
Well, considering his wife and daughter are Muslim.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that too. Because she gets a hold of him later.
Yeah.
And they're like...
Shockingly, she has no goddamn clue what's going on.
Yeah, what?
Like, you haven't
just turned on the TV or something like that.
But you're not watching television, you're not listening to the radio. Like,
yeah.
What are you doing?
Like, why weren't you answering?
Well, she's... I thought the kid would have already been tucked in, and she'd be like watching TV with a glass of probably not a glass of wine, but
a glass of something, like
just chilling with not alcohol.
No, just something.
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 I was like chilling before you go to bed because
it's
clearly you're gonna wait up for your husband.
Yeah.
I
or at
guess.
least listen to the start of a show, probably. I don't know. But she calls all confused, and this is when the terrorist is still there, so he's still trying to hide it, because obviously if you tell anyone about him here, I shoot you. It's got a fucking jump scare from this goddamn thing.
And there's Gil's at the door. Gil's at the window.
Because he tells her that Gil's coming.
Yeah, but
which is good.
Gil's not he's not looking great.
Not looking.
His eyes are bleeding.
Kind of wish we got told how.
I can kind of
okay.
I know how he got infected. I want to know how he got there.
Yeah, that too.
Because
the bike's there.
Yeah, that.
So unless there's
can
a
the
birth
infected
situation,
drive bikes?
No, I think it was probably a birth situation where it took time. So by the time he got there, he was probably
because I think this is one of those things where the amount of fluid determines how fast you.
Yeah. So if it was just a tiny scratch, maybe he thought he had time, or he didn't notice because he's being chased by so many.
So he breaks in, obviously. A lot of screaming. They're hiding from him. He straight punches through a door.
You get the "I'm Johnny" shot with a hand.
And I was surprised for a second, and then I realized, oh wait, this is a bedroom door in a suburban home. These are weak as shit.
Yeah. And then we cut.
And he has the bike glove on. So he ain't feeling that. He'll feel it, but No, he's not. He's a zombie.
Yeah, but I meant the force would be there.
True.
But nothing else would happen because of all the leather shit. And obviously the lights cut off, power goes off.
Yep.
And it turns out a little terrorist guy.
Because Bo Moseley tackles him when he gets the chance. He Sam Fishers and uses the darkness as when he has the opportunity.
And breaks his syringe.
You broke my syringe. I will kill you now. I have a kid. So do I. Perhaps one day they will kill each other.
Both will be fatherless. Damn, that's fucking damn. But then luckily, I'm blanking on her name.
Lucy.
Tallman. Yeah, Lucy.
Patricia Tallman.
Yeah. Lucy's like, wait, there's a diabetic on the 4th floor.
We'll get her syringe.
You send him.
So he goes.
Alright.
If you're not back in 10 minutes, I shoot her. Which I would have given Bill Moseley the gun.
Yeah. Because what's the thing that happens after that? If I don't have the gun, well, it means I turn into a zombie.
Well, if I don't get the syringe, I will turn into zombie.
And eat her.
And then
or at least kill her. Rip her apart. Do unspeakable shit. And at least this way, if he had the gun, he could fight any infected that could have come in.
Yes, like the massive security guard zombie who is down there and attacks the other lady.
Yeah, Maggie or whatever?
Maggie.
Yeah. Because she was somehow still there?
Yep. She was hiding out in the office.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they hit the kill switch on the elevator, so presumably she couldn't leave.
Yeah. Fair enough. But he doesn't get the syringe. He gets tackled by the security guard. So
yeah, fights him off.
Yeah, fights him off.
He bites her. He bites Maggie.
Yeah.
He gets a syringe. He gets upstairs. He's being chased by the other terrorist, who's now a zombie.
Yeah.
So Abdil shoots him.
Yeah, because they're out in the stairs.
Abir shoots. Yeah. He shoots the other terrorist.
Because I mean,
Bill Moseley's like, here's the syringe, and he's like, good, now I shoot you.
Yeah, what the fuck? I just saved your ass.
Like, Bill Moseley seems like legit, simultaneously shocked and insulted.
I think also a really cool shot when he shoots the other one. Like the bullet gets stuck in the back of his head, and he has time to pick it out and look at it. Love that shit.
There's a moment with how long it takes him to die. It's like, shit, do headshots not work?
I was literally thinking that. I was like, wait, I know you joked about when zombies not follow the rules. Is this one not going to follow the rules?
Because like, how much brain are these things really using?
Yeah. And cool note I like about this movie too is that like the security guard, right? He shoots one of them outside and still knocks him down for a good while. Bill Moseley's character, like he stabs the security guard and he goes down. Same thing with Bert when he gets stabbed in the stomach. I like the idea that like since they're not really zombies, they're like more infected. That even just normal shit will still put them down for at least a good second or two, and they don't just keep running. It's nice. It's a good touch. But then the funny dude shoots the guy, gets the syringe.
Then Maggie's a zombie and she attacks Abir.
They're getting a little nod, like, do it.
Thumbs up.
Again, it's a small, funny shit that makes you like this movie a lot.
But then he goes down because he's been scratched, and then I think he gets a syringe. There's a whole lot of weird editing.
Yeah, then we get like CSI editing for no fucking
reason. And then Lucy's
reason.
going off in a helicopter to meet with the World Health Organization, and Bill Moseley goes home, hugs his wife, but oh no! His wife has a scratch on her neck.
Scratch on her now. No. The movie ends.
The movie's end.
Okay.
Movie's over.
It was weird because like when they were originally doing like the flying away shot and she was saying goodbye, I thought he was just staying there because even though he had the antidote, like it wasn't gonna last. So I thought, because she gives him the gun.
I assumed it was like a Zombreck situation where you need to take some every X amount of time. Which I figured was why Abir didn't take his fucking immediately.
Yeah, and I'm assuming like since she's taking it, they won't have any more antidote. So I thought we were getting the sacrifice, right? Like, take the gun, just in case.
We find out that all the infected, they just burn up in 7 hours.
Yeah, they just all
which doesn't really guarantee it's over.
No?
Because what if one who was bitten for 6 hours bites someone?
Yeah, it's the constant fucking... Yeah, I don't really get the plan. They just did it and wanted to blame other people to show hatred and to prove that their country sucks, which, I mean, it does.
Yep, agreed.
And, yeah, this shit was made here. It's like he said.
Well, there.
Well, it's like he says, it was made in the U.S.
Yeah, in the U.S.
So, like, now the country can feel its own hatred for itself, or whatever the fuck the message was. And get the credits. Well, it was good. I had a good time. Yeah. The best parts are when they're doing the radio shit and taking in calls. Like the guy in the truck was great.
And we get to hear Larry Drake turn into a zombie.
It was really sad, too. It was kind of like, man, fuck. And you even seen in, like, the acting. He's not saying anything, but he's like... This dude calls in all the time. Like, we may not be...
like, the second time he calls, is Bill Moseley's like, oh, Vernon, thank God. It's like, someone familiar.
Yeah.
It's
like,
this fucking crazy man, but we know him.
Yeah. Like, it's not like crazy races. It's just the government taps my phone. Like, okay, whatever. But you can probably still have a beer with
people who complain about this, they confuse me.
The people tapping the telephone?
So their government surveilling all the shit I do is like, well, When you stop posting literally every detail of your life on Facebook and Twitter, then you can start complaining about government.
It's like when the whole vaccine shit was happening. Like, oh, they're putting chips in us. I'm like, yeah, they could never use something to track all of us all the time. Fucking.
They're trying to track me. Do you really think you're that goddamn important?
Not even that. It's like, you really think that's what they need? Bro, your fucking device that you're typing this on does that for you. Like, it does it for them. They don't need a chip in you. You're fine. But I really enjoyed this one.
Yeah, it was a fun movie.
I'm glad I got to watch this one. I'm glad I confused this with another movie because I didn't know shit that was going to happen in this one. Because I was confusing this with Radio Silence. Which is also something I haven't seen, but I really wanted to.
Well, this is a fun one.
This is a good one.
It's on Tubi.
It's on Tubi.
Go watch it.
You can go watch it.
Go watch it. It's fun. You'll have a great time.
Yeah, it's only an hour and a half, so not that long. And
like
really,
exactly an hour and a half.
Yeah, and it's very like, it's paced very quickly. It's like this fucking wasp. God damn it.
Anyway.
Went that way.
I have been Merrick D'Amato.
You have been?
I have been, and I will continue to be.
Oh, that was the part that was worrying. Are we going to change the name? What the fuck? And I'm Matt.
Thank you for listening to Mindbreakers. This is the Mindbreakers, signing off.
Ciao, everyone.